G'day farmers and welcome back to Court Farm on Farming Simulator 2022. Glad to be back. We've got lots of stuff to do in this contract episode. We need to get that oat field harvested ASAP to get onto the horses. Try and get a bit of money moolah in the bank. That'd be awesome sauce. But before we get into that, we need to feed the animals, water the animals. I've already scattered out all those bales we got. So we got 20 600-litre bales from that grass field, as well as 15k silage, which is currently fermenting from the grass right as we speak right now. So that totals around about 27,000 litres of grass units that we can turn into whatever we needed to use. So I've already scattered out those bales, as I said, to all the animals when we feed them and water them right this very second. So where's Mike? Mike. Yes, I completely forgot to introduce Michael Hat. Yeah, that's what we'll be calling him. I can introduce him as my cat. Always wanted to do that in the past, and I finally get the chance now. I can't find a more suiting name for him at the present moment. Alright, first things first, let's get into our tractor with the baler still attached, and let's disconnect it. Bring up the HUD so we can get everything nice and easy. Disconnect that because we will be using it really quite shortly on that grass field if we can get anything extra. We need to go and get our water tank, which is just over here. Get into the easier camera. As I said, I did scatter the bales out just so it's even throughout all the animals that we've got currently. Here we go. And you may hear that in the background. That's water. I don't know why all the YouTubers at the moment, or everyone I see, is placing down water tanks and all that sorts of stuff. You have a lake right here you can use for free. So why not use it? Like, seriously. Apart from this little bump just here, you can just like drive right up to here and watch the tank fill. Or am I not in the trigger? I might not be in it. Just move over a bit. Here we go. I wasn't pressing the right key, so it's R, not I. I completely forgot. So, yep, it works as it was before. You can easily set up an auto drive course on this one, and I plan to in the future, but not right now. Let's see if we can get all these animals watered and fed and get on with the harvesting process to see if we can get some money ASAP. So we got 2,000 litres. It's not a lot, but this tank is a really good general purpose kind of tank, as I can change it to all sorts of different things that will help. Alright, so we might as well get these rabbits done nice and quickly. Here we go. Oh, too far. They'll have plenty of water now, which is fantastic, and they'll take about 1,500. Awesome sauce. Let's jump out of the tractor and let's give them the 2 bales of hay that we have right here. So we can just plant that right there. It'll take it nice and easy. 1 and 2. Beauty. So just double check with the rabbits. Grass, 100% effectiveness. Don't need to give them anything else. And of course they have the water. So they are fine for quite some time, I would imagine. I can't wait to find out some actual numbers on 50% of each of the animal capacities. And I'm going the wrong way. I need to go down there again to get some more water, because the sheep also take 1,500 litres as well. And the cows don't need to be watered. They have an in-barn watering system, which is fantastic. The pigs do, obviously, as you see there. I will get rid of those markers. Don't worry about that. Here we go. Just drive it on in. Press the R button. Fills up nice and fast. Chickens do not need water, which is fantastic. They just need their grains. And they're sweet. Horses do need water. That is another one I will have to do at the same time, just now-ish. So this trigger point for the water is really quite difficult on the sheep, to be honest. It's on the back side of the water trough. So the door swings that way and you have to get on that side to get it right. So Let's see how we go on this one. Kind of like need to swing the bum end of it, like right there we go. Fill that one up. Should take another 1,500 out of the 2,000. Awesome sauce. Let's drive on out without running over anything. Be getting a lot more sheep hopefully in this episode, money depending. Drive on out so we can close the gate afterwards. Here we go. So we only have 2 sheep at the moment, and I've got 2 bales here, but I might as well leave 1 out for now in case we need it in an emergency. So I'll leave this off to the side and we'll get back to that one. We can always add it in whatever we need, or even add it to the sheep, but once it's added you can't take it back out again. So let's go get another tanker full. Glug 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 glug. Water, 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 water. Give me water. I do have a tap which allows me to pressure hose. It's just a mod. It's only like 136 or something, but yeah, I do also have a mod that shows up the percentage of dirt on whatever you're spraying, which is fantastic. We'll get into using that a lot, I'm sure, especially having to use this one tank for several different things, at least at the start. So it would have been nice for all these water troughs and feed things to be on the right side. There we go, another 1,500. Oh, no. 1,250 on that one. Alrighty then. I like being proven wrong. You learn something. Got like horse pies. You can't call them cow pies. Here we go. Good, good. Let's close that gate up. And we can give this hay right here. The autosave is going to annoy me probably. There we go. Awesome. There's the horsies watered and fed when we actually do get them at the end of this episode. Because we need oats. We need oats, man. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk up to the cow barn itself, which is just up here. We do have the 2 cows. They've got nothing else, and I'm going to give them one of these hay bales because apparently 1 cow produces 120 litres of milk on hay and 150 litres on TMR. So I'd rather them being on TMR, and that depends on what their health status is and all that sorts of stuff, which I'll calculate into my numbers as well. But they will take 350 litres of food per day or per month, or roughly 14.6 litres an hour. So that's what you'll kind of expect to be taking out, and I'm not sure about the values on 1-to-1 of manure, which is obviously it spawns in here, as this is a silage pit. Alright, so that means all the animals are fed, they've all been watered, they're all sweet, so let's go right into the animals itself. So we've got the rabbits, 100 with water, we've got the sheep, grass 100 and water, and then we've got the cows at just a little bit of hay at 60%, so they can run out hopefully by next month, and they can just run out through that and then move on to the TMR, which will give them the 100%. We can get more into the values and stuff. I can't wait. So they're at 66. That's not too bad at all. So with that all being said, let's go and dump this back in the rabbit pen and get on to harvesting everything that we can. Getting a little bit of money, get that contract done, and then maybe even at the end of the episode, if we have time, I might do another contract of like fertilizing very quickly, either on screen or off. All right, harvesting, we have field 1 to do the oats, so we can get onto the horses, feed them, try and sell a bit, save some, try and turn it into seed and then sell it in a future episode or something, depending how we go. Need to get this contract done ASAP. Let's get going. I'll see you down at field 1 with all the equipment of mine, as the contract was already lending me or asking to borrow all the equipment I already had. So I might as well use my own and just try and pay it off a little bit faster in testing with this lease to own mod. So I'll see you down there at field 1 with everything ready to go. Beep, beep, I'm a motorist. Get out of the way, dude. That is a terrible horn for a tractor. Oh my God, you're kind of expecting like an air horn to me going. Oh, there we go. He finally moved. It's a bit of a drive. It's taken a little bit of time getting this harvester down there at max speed from one side of the map to the other. Oh no. At least I got a better horn this time. Ready for the blasting. Right up behind him. Right up behind him. You turn around and it'd absolutely poo his pants. Ready, 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 ready. Dee! Dude, the glare off your head's too much. I can't see. I might run you over by accident. There we go, finally. Now, I'm going to have to destroy some crops for me to be able to even get in here. I think this would be destroying the crops, don't you think? If I get narrow tires on this or something, I'd have to check. Let's turn it off. And let's go get the header. I would have thought that would have destroyed the crops. Let me know what you think in the description below. Maybe harvesters just don't do it, but I swear they did. I definitely have crop destruction and all that sorts of stuff on, so I'm not too sure what's going on there. Alright, which side is the header on? I bet you it attaches from the other side. Oh, yes! Ain't that awesome? So, let's see if we can shift it over as much as possible. Tractor over. In the trees a little bit, not damaging anything. And we should be able to just hopefully go right over the top. So I'll leave that running just for a second. Yep, thought so. Just need to move it back just a bit. All right, turn that off. That should be fine. I should be able to get that up and over. And I'll have to close that fence. There we go. Awesome. All right. Our first harvest of the season and the year, just in general on FS22. I am super keen. Let's get this stuff going. So let's lower it. Let's turn it on. There we go. Let's get to it. Here we are down to the last little bits. We've got this little bit we're going on now, and then that little tiny bit over there that I just could not fit in on that pass, but we'll get these two done, offload it, see how much we need for the contract, and try and dividend everything up as much as possible so I can save as much as possible, pretty much. Yeah, here it is up here. We need to go and deliver it too, so we either take the first left or the first right. Does not matter, so we can't probably go up there. That's probably too tight. First of all, it would be very wise to actually unload the harvester into the trailer, since we know it can take it all without destroying any of the trees. That'd be good. Yes. 11,851 litres. Not too bad at all. Not too bad, not too bad. So let's get on up to that shop and get this contract somewhat completed, as I'd really like to go up and get the baler and snag all that straw as well. Whether we can sell it or not, it'll definitely be worth our time getting, because I can then show you how to do 99% in your mixer full of straw and just top it up with just a tiny bit of hay. And you have, it came out of nowhere. Yeah, 99% straw in your mixer, and then put 1% hay in on top of that, and you'll get forage, which equals a lot of hay. So you just turn that 1% of hay into forage, which is 100% hay. So yeah, quick tip. So we could use practically nada. Wait, what? Oh, I missed our turn. Okay, that road apparently does not exist. Yeah, I was trying to turn left down the road that's supposed to be like right here. I'm not too sure. It says it's in the boundary, but I just ran into a brick wall before even being able to go down it. So yeah, so it looks like we're going to the other one. Sorry, my bad, my bad. Here we go. Here it is here. All right, now we're back on track. Garden center. We'll be getting a lot of stuff in terms of greenhouses, so that one actually looks really dirty. Could use a wash, to be honest. Yeah, not too bad. So what we want to do is I'm going to drive over this, and I'm going to dump as much as I can in to complete the contract, but no more. I'm going to see if I can save as much as I can, because we need to save it for three things: feed the horses, turn it into seed, and perhaps there was another one as well, I can't remember. Three and 4 and 5 to 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. 100 done. Beautiful. So what do we have here? We got 936 liters of oat. That is all ours, and I will complete that contract in just a moment. I just want to make sure I'll be able to get that straw off that field as well. So let's drive on back to the field. Here we are. Now that we've got the actual contract all completed, let's collect that moolah. Thank you for that money. It will go down quite nicely. Let's get back to the farm, drop it off to the horses, dump it in the silo, try and save it or sell it later on, and we'll move on. All right, so this is where that road ends up. It probably says don't go any further on this sign back here somewhere, I betcha. Oh, I can't go under it. No. Oh well, doesn't look like we're getting out of here anytime soon. So let's go back and we'll turn right. All right, now that we know where that road ends up, let's actually go the road we're meant to and are able to, as that's pretty much a dead-end road. Here we are, back on the road. Contract completed. We've got some oats for ourselves. Oh, I'm super excited. We've got just under 1,000 oats. Oh, so good. We'll try and save some. We'll probably sell most of it, to be honest, but we need to give some to the horses. And it will also probably pay for the horses, to be honest. Here we are, back at Court Farm with our load of 936 litres of oat that we can use for the horses and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to go in and dump some off to the horses. Probably about 400-ish litres if I possibly can. So I'm going to see if I can reverse this in. It might be a little easier. Alright, so this is going to be very delicate because this thing probably offloads extremely quickly. So let's back on up to it like you need to for the rest of them. And then we'll just keep tapping this I button over and over and over just to make sure we get what we want. There we go, we got 400 and something litres in the actual hay feed. Let's move on over and dump this into the silo so we can decide what to do with it later on. We'll most likely sell it as we need the money pronto. So let's get the rest of this 508 litres right in here. Done. Nice and quick. Cool. See if we can get a nice U-turn out of here without breaking everything, and then we'll get back to the field. We'll put this trailer right back where we found it, just so we know where it is in the future. So this is the second silage pit, if you didn't know already. I'd much rather use a silage pit than actually bale the and wrap them myself. So I like, if I do a wrapper, I like to actually have the mod that you have to pay for the sheets, and it uses the sheets. So I'm not too sure if they even incorporated that into FS22 or not. So that'll be interesting. That will be in a future episode, I'm sure. We'll need lots of silage, lots of stuff. Whee! Okay. So what we'll do is that we'll just bring that up there like that. We'll turn the tractor off to save as much fuel, saving the environment. What is our environment score, by the way? 19.2 and 10 with 15. And that's because we've harvested the wheat field only, and that would also be counting the garden and this one that we haven't done just yet, as each of the fields will only show those nitrogen and pH values won't go up until I actually harvest the field. I'll have to go over more. Wow. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a penalty. I can't get it off now. That's right, we'll have to fix that back at the farm. That's no problem whatsoever. We'll leave the harvester here, turn the engine off, and we'll get back to that in a second. But I don't think this header will move in any way, shape, or form. The header trailers on this game at the moment are actually really good. Like, nothing comes off them. I've just got to make sure I don't clip anything with it. So I'll just pay for that maintenance very quickly, just as easy as doing this. 150, take that off. So that's been taken off by 150 misc. Just so I can fix the hedge for them. I did damage it a little bit. I'll definitely admit that. It's not exactly too good. Alright, here we are, back at home. Just get back in the cab now. And then we'll probably go dump this in one of the barns off camera. But we'll go back, we'll get the harvester, we'll bring it back off camera as well. All the animals have been fed, so let's turn that off and let's go buy a horse. shall we? Because no matter what we do, we can always just sell that little bit of oats for a bit of money. So let's see if we can get this going. Let's close this. There we go. Which one shall we go? I'm kind of thinking the Pinto, to be honest. Also for the fact that it reminds me of cars. So yeah, I think that one will do pretty darn well. I'll have to name him and all sorts of jazz. So 800 bucks. Too easy. Thank you very much. Ever so much. Well, it's only 800, I guess. Nah, I'd prefer to save the extra money in case we need to get that bale lifter or something like that. Boing. Oh. Yeah, the canter is much easier to turn. And if you notice, if you get off the horse doesn't exist. So you need to make sure you ride him back in your pasture, otherwise he won't be able to eat or anything like that. So as soon as you jump the fence and then tell him to stop running and then jump off, he then returns back into the field that you can see he just popped in there. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. We've finally just completed the contract. We just got $1,800 dues in the bank account. Finally some positive money. We've got a new horse. We've got some oats in the silo. We've got lots done so far. I'm super keen for the next episode so we can get the wheat harvested. Super excited to get that one going. So let's see if we can give him a nice little brush. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Stay nice and clean. Stay sharp till next time, guys. See ya.